Good morning. I want to share with you a parable. Let's say that by our lives, we are asked to fashion a lantern for the divine to shine through. That by all of the efforts of our lives, the divine will be shining through, showing goodness, love, kindness to the world through the efforts of our lives. And let's say that we work on this lantern through our entire lives, polishing, embellishing, doing good deeds, trying to understand the message of the divine and sharing that with others, really trying to make a beautiful gift of this lantern so that the love of God can shine through it for all to see. And then one day we come to the conclusion where we say, gosh, I think I've done everything I can. There's nothing more I can do to make this lantern beautiful. And so I ask out loud, what else can I do? And the answer comes to me. It's good. Come now and bring your lantern up the mountain to me. And so I carry this lantern that I'm so excited and so proud of. I carry it up the mountain, closer to the voice of the divine. And the closer I get, the more I look at the lantern and go, wow, I don't know what I was so impressed about. I mean, it's really looking pretty miserable. It's not as shiny and as beautifully crafted as I'd wanted, as I'd hoped, as I thought. And for some, that realization causes them to turn around and start over. I'm going to start another. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm going to go back and I'm going to create a new lantern. Or I'm going to take the lantern that I started and really coat it with gold, plate it with gold, or add new jewels, or, more good deeds, or more kindnesses, or more prayers, or more holy or religious behaviors. And so for some, they spend their life in this cycle of creating this lantern, carrying it halfway up the hill, and then realizing how bad it is and going back down and starting over. But for others, they take this lantern that really has disappointed them the closer they get to the divine, and they decide that they're going to keep their eyes on God versus their lantern, and that really, no matter the shape of the lantern, no matter how tawdry or tarnished or actually pretty pathetic it looks, the closer I get to God, God can use anything. God can shine through anything. And so I'm going to bring this lantern to God anyway. And when I reach the top of the mountain, let's say that a mist comes over me, and a voice from the mist says, drop your lantern. And you think, wait a minute. First of all, I need the lantern to get through the mist. And secondly, that's the whole point of my coming up here, is to bring you this lantern. And the voice says again, drop the lantern. Now, I have a choice. I can continue to carry the lantern that I've brought this far, that looks like it reflects pretty much what I can do, and hopefully God can use it anyway. Or I can drop the lantern. In Scripture it says that the gate is narrow. It's almost called the eye of the needle. You can't bring any baggage with you. You can't bring any spiritual accomplishments with you. When we reach the presence of the divine, there is nothing that we can take with us. Not even our good deeds. Not even the things that we've done that should have glorified God. That we did because we wanted the divine to be present in the world, in us and in our efforts. We drop our lantern. We drop everything we've accomplished. We set everything aside that we thought was worthy of recommendation and worthy of God. And we simply walk into the holy mist. We walk into the presence of God knowing that we are what God desires. We alone, not our good deeds, not this lantern, not our behaviors from our lifetime. We drop our lantern and we enter this loving presence of God, trusting that everything we thought was important, everything we thought the divine needed and wanted from us, that actually we were a little misguided. That all the divine wanted was you. Not what you bring, not what you carry, not what you've done. You. And that has me thinking so deeply. Ponder that today. It's not what you bring to God. It's who you are.